Social Dynamite Observer with Strange Stirrings. Tonight. Hello, America. This is Strange Stirrings. Have you ever been in a situation, in an elevator, a lot of people, real tense like, and the guy next to you looks over and says, "You ever get the feeling you're being gawked at?" Well, tonight we're talking to that guy. He says he's a run-of-the-mill citizen. He says he could be your neighbor. We'll be discussing life in the big city with Mr. Micah Slippin'. It ain't his real name, but he figures it ain't none of your business anyhow. So, Mr. Slippin', why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, you know the definition of a fart, right? That's a turd honking for the right of way, but this is Mickey slipping.
Now, why would you describe yourself as a turd or a fart?
You have to enter society. You know, because it's a drag being rejected.
Why do you feel rejected? Have you been wrong somehow?
Because they were watching me through the TV. You know, and here all the time I'm paying for this entertainment and I'm entertaining them and I don't even get a break. You know.
Well, how do you feel about all them there cameras out there on them streets?
Well, there's no royalties to it. No money. They watch me, you know, and then they sell the ideas in the marketplace later, you know, for people who believe they're on a pedestrian beep.
Well, my stars, that is just horrible. Has this experience made you bitter, or have you been able to pull something a little bit more positive out of this?
I'm seeing more clearly now.
And what's changed from having this experience?
It's like the future, you know, like having bees live in your head.
So what else you figure a fella could do?
Scotch guard, spot remover, man, there's something to that stuff.
And why is that?
It's legal.
Well, aside from it being legal, what in tarnation do you think you're doing huffing Scotch guard and spot remover?
Well, they help you escape, you know, the reality of things, of being watched all the time. It makes you put masks on constantly, you know. Sometimes you get confused with your several selves. It makes you phobic and obsessive. I mean, never throw seeds in front of me, man, because I ain't got time to pick them all up.
Well, it sounds like your experience with toxic fumes wasn't none too good for you now, huh? Have you gotten help?
Prozac instead, man. And then they put you on lithium. You know, rubber sheets, the whole works.
Well, I reckon I should thank you for being on the show.
Well, sure. You know, I've always loved an audience.
Is there any last thoughts you'd like to leave the folks with?
You hallucinate in your dreams in real black and white. I hate electric pink.
There you have it, folks. From the Social Dynamite Observer, this is Strange Stirrings saying, I've met a lot of people, and thank God I'm me.